More, more, more. Hello, my friend, Perez Hilton here, and your number one source for everything It Ends With Us saga. The original influencer has got you covered, especially because there is more, more, more every day. The latest from now. Today, there have been multiple updates. Earlier, the lawyer for Justin Baldoni, Bryan Freedman, who's also my attorney and has gotten way more money from me than I would like to admit publicly, and who's also not given me any information about this case, he sat down with Billy Bush to talk about the It Ends With Us saga. And a lot of what he said might be very surprising to you. It was an extremely long interview, and I know you're busy, so I will give you the highlights and lowlights. Let's get to it. As I previously told you, over the weekend, the hilarious actress in her own mind attended the SNL 50th anniversary taping with her husband. And I also shared with you that Baldoni was in Hawaii with his family. His lawyer says that it's not really a vacation, as no one who's been accused of heinous crimes is ever really on vacation. Quote, he's hopeful, and I think he's grateful. He's grateful he's with his family, and he's grateful that he can be with his family, and he's grateful that he could let other fire victims use his house, as I also told you about previously. But like anyone else would be going through a situation where you're accused of something he did not do and are suffering in a public way, I think it's distressful to say the least. And as I also told you all, both parties agreed to forego mediation. There is no end in sight. Yay! But why? Baldoni's attorney explains, saying, quote, in what was filed in the court before the Rule 26 hearing, the question was asked about whether we would be willing to go to mediation and if we are open to that. Our answer to that was no. We're not willing to do anything until Justin is cleared of being called a predator, of being called a sexual harasser. Until that is determined to have not happened, we will be doing this, meaning fighting the Woody Allen apologist. So, what would satisfy Team Baldoni? His attorney says, I think he wants a determination. I know he wants a determination that he did not engage in the behavior that is alleged and that he did not engage in sexual harassment or create a smear campaign or anything like that. And there have been some serious allegations leveled against him that he's not making jokes about. Burn. I mentioned that on my podcast. I think my lawyer's listening to my podcast and watching my videos. Referencing the Deadpool/nice pool of it all, Baldoni's attorney says that he's not creating movies and other things where he makes a joke about his situation. Burn again. What he wants is justice, says his attorney. What he wants is a chance to be able to prove he's a good person. And he is a good person. That also seems to be a dig at the Plantation Princess's agent, CEO of William Morris Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, whom I told you last week called Baldoni a bad person. You see, you have to watch my videos every single day to keep up with the saga. You miss a day, you miss a lot. But I do my best to keep you informed and give you catch-ups, okay? So you can miss a day, you won't miss it all. Doubling down on what he just said, Baldoni's attorney called him a great person that he has such great compassion for. Quote, Justin is a really, really honorable human being. And Justin has, quote, given very clear instructions to his legal team. He wants no dirty tricks or legal loopholes to help him win the case. Justin, quote, is not disparaging anyone or going after anyone's character or doing anything that is otherwise untoward. And he's given very clear instructions to me and the legal team to really be above board and to really treat people with respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me. And, quote, that's what we're trying to do within the search to show the court the truth. Freedman reveals that he only took the case because he thoroughly vetted Baldoni. And he was convinced that he is truthful. Quote, I look through every document, every email, every text message, listen to stories, listen to the history of what he's been through, listen to voice notes, and really try to evaluate the strength of the defense of the case, and frankly, in this case, the strength of his claims. And like a lawyer is obligated to do, I really wanted to make sure that I go through as much as possible to really understand what exactly happened, or at least what it seems like happened. And I did that thoroughly in this case and really got an understanding as to what happened and what didn't happen. And certainly more evidence will come to light. And more information will come to light. And I think people will see it in a similar fashion. But it's an honor to represent Justin. And I saw that because of the person he is, what he's been through. And honestly, Justin has not been treated fairly. Justin has been treated very fairly, though, by a lot of right-wing folks who historically tend to support men a lot of the time, or most of the time, accused of misconduct. But his lawyer wants everybody to know that he is not about that grift. He notes to Billy Bush that he is also representing Bryan Freedman, is the lawyer for FKA Twigs in her abuse case against Shia LaBeouf. Baldoni's attorney says, I'm not just on one side of the issue. I'm on the side of the issue that's about truth and transparency and about honesty. And sadly, the honest truth is things are not good for him right now. Baldoni's lawyer says that he has lost a substantial amount of work, as I previously told you as well. And his lawyer also reveals that he's currently without representation. He doesn't have a new agent since being dropped by William Morris Endeavor, and his lawyer says, quote, I don't think he's in a position right now where he's taking meetings or doing anything like that. So social media might be on his side, but the industry is steering clear of this scandal and vis-a-vis Justin Baldoni for now. Hopefully that will change in the future. And hopefully you leave a comment or a few on this video. I want to know what you think of all of these revelations from Justin Baldoni's attorney. Thoughts on anything we've learned? Anything you're thinking now about the uncredited director of It Ends With Us? Let's kiki in the comments section. And as always, thank you for your support and watching my video. I appreciate you. You help me and you help my family by watching.